We got the media team in here. Where the media
We're the
team?
media team. We got content. TV's in the go. We got TV in the go, Wack.
You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home. Hey, yo, Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the content.
That's a good one.
In the block.
You see this RICO they just hit with? All the RICOs is from 2021. Y'all been noticing that?
Who called a RICO?
They hit the Hoovers. They got
They hit the Hoovers with it, yeah.
A female's the head of it. These
Talking
motherfuckers
about
say
the
how
nigga
they
that's
got
in that
minors.
jail in Texas?
No,
Nah,
this is LA.
LA.
You know Figueroa, the whole pro. So what they doing is, let me tell you what's gonna get them.
You talking about that gang in Cali?
And I'm waiting to see what this charge is gonna be. They got the minors, but the fact they said they were branding the women
the
with their
tattooing,
name. They called it branding.
That shit's crazy. Like cattle.
I don't know what that's gonna bring.
That's different. That's like
that's
some
making
them get tattoos.
That's some slave shit.
Yeah, but they saying they was branding them.
Yeah, they branded all of them with a name.
That's probably one of them things. One
that
of them statues.
Yeah, that's gonna
Wouldn't that be something like trafficking?
No, they got them for trafficking minors, giving them drugs, all that, beating
and
them,
pimping. I think that
and pimping them.
all that.
But they also put branding. Like 8 of them got branded with the gang name.
Yo, it sounds like one of them. It sounds like one of them
like a fraternity
charges for the RICO.
Yeah,
remember how like
branding,
the arson and shit and all that shit? Yeah, it's all like it's one of them qualifying charges to prove probably the RICO.
They called that shit branding. When I seen
qualifying
that,
elements.
I said that charge right there gonna bring some shit.
Oh yeah, it's over.
And then they got the rapper Blood was over there with him.
P4K, I seen that.
Hey, bro, did you
with the minor?
I'm gonna have to go get this. We can run it next week.
We gotta run his work.
With the minor.
Did you see the part, bro, where him and was getting into it over the minor, right? So the minor chose him. So the up told him, well, you gotta let me beat on the bitch for her exit. So he said, okay, go ahead. That's pimping. So the other dude got to beat the girl up. She leaves with this and then decides she don't want to be with him and went back to the other. So he came over there on camera and beat the girl up. On camera.
I seen that on camera. I seen it. That shit was crazy.
Them niggas gorilla pimping, not us.
Man, these niggas, bro. I'm gonna be real, bro. I don't even be knowing this kind of shit going on, bro. I know pimping going on.
No, yeah, it's still happening.
I don't be knowing this type of shit going on, bro.
It's happening. I ain't gonna lie, it's happening, and that's what everybody like. I mean, you know, hey, stay in my lane. But look, that's the thing now, though. Ain't hustlers no more. Niggas pimping. That's the thing now. Niggas breaking bitches.
There's women doing it too, though. Now it ain't just
got minors though. That's crazy.
14 years old, bro. And the report said they was luring them by saying you're gonna be in rap videos and shit like that.
And the minors too?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And they was targeting like runaways and shit like that.
They was all young too, like yeah. It's starting to happen in LA. The older ain't talking to a lot of these. They either out their way or they feeding them the bullshit. Now, like me, all I could do is use my platform and it reaches the ones that around on the internet. But you gotta remember, bro. Let me make sure I'm on point so you understand this. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, you gotta remember this, Ghost. I'm 48 years old, right?
Right.
The last time the Olympics was in LA, I was 7. So don't know, none of these young even know, right, what that is. The last time the Olympics was in LA was 84. They don't know what come with that. far as they concerned, the Super Bowl was just here. They don't understand what that Olymp. That's some different shit. So me at 48, I'ma keep it real. All I vaguely remember is the Olympic hoops on the freeway, but I can't even. And I'm 48. I was 7 years old the last time it was here. Now I understand what that means that it's coming to the city. So take a mother 35 and under, right? They wasn't even born. They don't even know what that is to understand that, boy, they finna start cleaning up. They ain't stopping because inner city LA is in its own little bubble, its own little world. They're not understanding that Fig, if you start at Olympic and Fig and work your way down past LA Live, Crypto Center, new condos going up, SC, they got new parks around SC, and now you start to hit the numbers, the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, and some of these main parts like Manchester, take back to the Coliseums, they are trying to clean all that shit up. And the main when they looking at inner city LA, they say, okay, Figueroa, what's the problem? Well, we're good all the way up until here, then we get into prostitution. So you mean to tell me those prostitutes may even come up further if they know the tourists are here? Yeah, get them out of there.
Facts.
That's what it is.
Wack, I wouldn't be surprised if Century is not next. Century or Western.
No, the Century got to be next. Why? Because where the
Because
Century leads you back to. The
it leads you
Coliseum, the new stadiums, all that, right?
in LAX, yeah, and then they
Oh,
talking about even using some of those places in Inglewood. So
yeah,
absolutely, yeah.
yeah. So,
Because Western is pretty bad. It's not as bad as Fig, but Western is pretty bad too.
but what's gonna happen is the people on Fig is gonna push towards West. They know what they doing. They already know where they gonna go. You understand what I'm saying? They know,
Hmm.
okay, when we start shutting this down, they're gonna push this way. So what you gonna start seeing, remember I'm telling you this, them little police stands with the cameras and shit,
Hmm.
right? With the little red, blue, the police light, you're gonna start seeing them pop up. They gonna use them to start coming make arrests. Here we got you right here selling some pussy, selling some pussy. They gonna start moving them to Western, putting them over there, start to monitor people habits, who doing what. They gonna be around all them little raunchy, hourly rate hotels, giving them, yeah,
Yeah,
Drones, you gotta understand that drone shit is big too. All that shit, you fried.
yeah.
they thinking they gon' they some people may think they gon' like you said about the Super Bowl, they crack down on the Super Bowl. So can you imagine how bad it's gonna be for the Olympics?
Listen, you know that, cause SC Village is all that's like Adams Jeff. So that's what, 28th? That's like maybe the what? Expo Park. You got the Expo Park over there,
Right.
right? All that they didn't kind of cleaned it up
like a month.
all the way. Martin Luther King, I believe, it's probably cleaned up the King, but when you start to get in them 40s and start to climb,
Yeah, that's when it started looking regular.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I think what they're gonna attack King the Slauson, right? They're gonna attack Imperial and come back into the hundreds, and then they're gonna probably that Florence to Slauson, that's probably gonna be the last little area they hit right there. That's like the 60s, the 50s, high 50s. But and then they go that Manchester to Florence though, they gonna go Imperial into the hundreds and Manchester to Florence and that King to Slauson. They gonna hit them areas and they gonna let everybody be stupid enough to think you gonna go into them the high 50s, 60s, and they gonna be cameraed up and they gonna just close it out there. They not playing, bro.
No, they not playing.
Yeah, they not playing at all.
Yeah, LA not gonna be the same LA. By the time the Olympics get there, the LA gonna be a totally different LA. See, I was too young when the Olympics hit Atlanta, but all the stories I heard, like they say, all the older, the city was totally different after the Olympics came, bro. Like all type of shit got shut down. So I know they're gonna do the same shit in LA.
Yeah, in LA, I was too young to pay attention to that type of stuff, but I do know people that worked because it's a lot of jobs. That's one thing around that Olympic Village. I remember people saying, "Man, we didn't see no homeless people." So they got people to this day didn't know where they went, but during the Olympics, they said they were gone, and then after the Olympics, all of a sudden they reemerged. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if but they're definitely going to clean up downtown LA and anywhere near any of those stadiums. The world's not going to see that.
You got to think they gonna clean up all the surrounding areas too, because when the Olympics happens, it's not just gonna be games and shit going on in downtown LA. Like you got all types of shit. You know what I'm saying?
No. Yeah,
You got the cycling. You got shit that's gonna go into the metro parts of LA that ain't even considered like LA. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it because all the stadiums and all the sports events is not going to be downtown. But what I'm saying is, at that time in the '80s, our homeless population was mostly downtown LA. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Now the homeless population is everywhere. But Skid Row was our biggest thing back in the days. Now Skid Row could be every corner in every major corner in LA right now. It's that bad. But yeah, they're gonna get rid of that. But like Wack said, these kids is too young, and some of the ones that's old enough is too dumb to realize. The ones that's too dumb to realize probably think that they're gonna make some money, thinking they're gonna make money during that time, and that's not gonna happen.
Yeah, they're not even understanding it. Like like I said, bro, the last time the Olympics was here, I was 7, right? And it was a different thing, and gangs was at its all time high back then. I mean, it was crazy, right? But people not even comprehending, like, okay, they coming with the Olympics. They like just had the Super Bowl here. You know what I'm saying? No big deal. They ain't understanding, what
The
you
Olympics,
know what I'm saying?
that's a world thing,
That's a
nigga.
world
Y'all got the
thing.
Super
Olympics
Bowl
is the
coming right
world.
back too.
Yeah, Olympics the world.
Yeah,
Super
that's the
Bowl is just
world.
like just our country type shit.
Shit, we ain't
And,
even had
and,
the Olympics in the U.S. since the '90s, so that shit is a big thing. That shit is
and
huge.
think about it too, y'all. I'm telling you, when the Super Bowl came through, they shut down a lot of stuff. So I can only imagine, them little booths where people sell T-shirts. They shut them down so quick. They were on them thick. The homeless population in Inglewood disappeared. They were even complaining like we're being displaced. They shut it down over there in that area. So I can only imagine what the Olympics is gonna look like. LA is gonna have a whole new face by the end of because what is it? Is it 28 or 26?
I believe it's 28. I think it's 28.
Oh yeah, by 25, 27, LA is gonna be unrecognizable.
Yeah, I seen Smack from back on Fig been giving some scrutiny for basically shining the light on Fig and all the prostitution and shit that go on when he talked to the mayor on their show. But I don't feel like he did nothing wrong, bro. I feel like he's supposed to bring that type of shit up, bro, because you got minors out there getting pimped in traffic, bro. That shit needs to be talked about, bro. Fuck all them politics. That shit need to be talked about, bro.
Hey, bro, first of all, it's a bunch of idiots. I just ain't went on my channel and spoke on it. First of all, one thing I realized about the streets is you can't expect it to function with common sense. If you listen to it, dude just had that meeting with Miss Bass, right? This investigation been going on since 2021. One ain't got nothing to do with the other.
Facts.
He just sat down with that woman 2025. The investigation been going on since 2021. He's always trying to look for somebody to pass the buck on. Little old Smack voice ain't strong enough to trigger none of that. I'm gonna tell you what triggers that. One of them little girls that got picked up prostituting, they didn't already watched, told her we're gonna do this to you, you can do this. What's happening? Yeah, boom, boom, boom. Okay, we're gonna wire your ass up. Any other girls out there in trouble? They got 2, 3. It was probably 5, 6 girls out there working independently for the police and didn't even know they was all working. And there it comes. Think about it. Wire, phone tap. And then the niggas is putting them beating the girls. I don't want to call them prostitutes because they minors. Beating these girls, they beating them. They showing it. One nigga, the gorilla, whatever the nigga name is, he promoted, I'm pimping, I need more prostitutes on his Instagram. If you watch this shit, he put it up.
Goofy.
Oh boy, covered the shit. This is a clip worth listening to twice. He did a good job on this clip. Because usually they be an hour or something on this shit, about 19, 20 minutes. He got in there. If you pay attention to what's going on, it's crazy.
Was detailed. That was detailed.
It was detailed. It was detailed. One of them was, we might need to run it again because the second time you hear it, you're going to catch shit you might have missed. And I just seen something that Trump is declaring war on Figueroa.
Yep, I seen that shit too, Wack.
Hey, remember you mentioned LA, New York, and all of that as far as sending that National Guard up in there.
He finna shut that motherfucker.
Something like this, if he do it, the people he gonna have an argument because of what they doing, filming them young girls getting beat and advertising, pimping and all that. He gonna say, see, the police can't do the job. We got to send the National Guard in to do it. That's what he gonna say. And who's gonna fight him for it? Who gonna fight him? Nobody. So they gonna say somebody got to clean this shit up because those are underage girls. You ain't got compassion on underage girls. I don't understand.
Wack, remember that raid they did right after the election? It was this year. Remember when the DA went down there and said, we not playing around on Fig? And they arrested it. I think Brock played the soundbite.
But Devious, I think you missed the lineup. You missed the lineup. Y'all don't remember about a year ago where they said we no longer taking the prostitutes to jail on Fig?
Yeah, I do remember that.
If they keep the prostitutes there and oversaturate with prostitutes bring more what? Pimps. If we can get rid of the pimps, we can get rid of the prostitutes. This is their way of thinking. Right?
Yeah.
You remember that? Remember we was like, what the fuck?
They said they don't have time. They were saying they didn't have time to prosecute those crimes. Yeah.
They said they was no longer taking them to jail no more, left them out. But now you see, okay, they left you out there in abundance so they can do a clean sweep. This just 11. So the rest of this 11 right here is they all youngsters. It's going to scare some more away, and it's going to bring some more in. The next one going to be about 15. They got about 2 or 3 more they going to do. And by that time, you're going to know the thrill is gone, it's over with. Because Fig been operating like that for a long time. See, here goes the problem. Prostitution going on Santa Monica and Sunset too. But it's just not so outright and violent. Santa Monica is where Eddie Murphy and them been caught. That's where the men is at selling themselves. And Sunset is where the women are selling themselves. But if you don't know what you're looking for, you really won't see it. Fig, they on that with a thong up their ass, high heels, and some nickels on their nipples, belling down the street, asshole naked. That's a fact.
They got a
Yeah,
whole
that shit
they got a
nasty.
whole boulevard over here too where we at. They got a whole like
That's
them
what I was
motherfuckers.
about
They
to
Yeah, you know,
say.
because
J
like in the
Street.
And
valley,
you know,
Seth done a road in Sepulveda. It's hope trolls everywhere.
yeah, cause
Fig
they
is,
had some
Fig
shit in
just
there
got
San
that name though.
Bernardino.
Fig is
yeah.
just that name that's that.
Fig got that, yeah, it's like, it's Fig Fig is, once you cross under the freeway, Fig is the first street to start the west side. When you cross under that freeway, you're on the east side. So Fig runs with the 110 freeway. And it's just, it is what it is. They not playing,
Yeah, that
bro.
shit different out there. I ain't gonna lie. Fig is some shit that's different. I ain't never seen nothing like that.
Nah, it's, yeah, you drive
Like
down.
we got bits in that, and it's kind of like that, but it's like it's never gonna get that big. That shit crazy. Y'all shit just that shit insane.
Is it only Hoovers? Is it only Hoovers that operate up on that Figueroa
Hell
strip?
no. You crazy?
Oh well, it's probably some more Ricos already in the works then.
No, the Devil Lanes, all that shit is over there. You got the Broadways, lanes. It's a lot of Hoovers. It is a lot of Hoovers going up and down Fig. From the load from the 40s up to the 112. But nah, it's all kind of shit over there, bro. It ain't just the Hoovers, but they probably the more dominant ones on Fig.
We the ones that made the stroll because it didn't go all the way down that far back in the day. It started in the lanes.
Yeah, Devil Lanes is on there. You got Broadways. Uh, Shit. They got some other little gangs over there too. I've been noticing. Shit, I ain't never heard of. And then you gotta remember, like, you got little streets that just like A-Trade gangsters just on the other side of the hoops. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of right there too. They ain't right on Fig, but they right there too. They got all kind of little mother. They got all kind of shit going on. But I guess it's a lot of Hoovers.
When you get up in there, all that shit close.
Yeah.
When you get up in, cause shit, like from Hoover to Figueroa ain't even a quarter mile.
Not
Might
at
be an
all.
eighth. Might be an eighth of a mile.
Not at all.
But that's
Cause
like
it,
the
cause the
backside of their
nine,
hood.
cause the nine foes is on the. I believe the nine foes is on the other side. They on the other side.
Of Hoover, yeah.
Yeah, they
The
on the other
nine
side. Yeah.
deuces, they go all the
Nine
way
Deuce.
over.
Yeah.
They go all the way over to like shit, Menlo,
Yeah.
Vermont.
All the way. Yeah.
They go all the way over to Vermont. You see what I'm saying? But the Fig is on the backside of their hood. Cause you got Manchester Park up in there on Hoover. You know what I'm saying? Bret Hart is on Hoover. Like, all that shit. Man, when you get up in there, all that shit close. Like Hoover's a main street, but Fig is a part of it on the backside of their hood. The Figueroa is the main part, is one of the main streets in the Lanes hood.
Is that just for like prostitute, or is that for like the homeless community and stuff like that too?
All that come with it.
Oh, okay, okay.
What you ask, Nutty?
I was asking, is that just for the prostitutes, or is that for like homeless people too?
Prostitute, homeless, gang bang, dope dealing, and killing.
Oh,
War zone.
All the above.
All that. Now I don't know. Now I don't know, cause I don't know if they go for that shit over there. I don't know if the gay prostitutes is over there. I always see women.
No, not at all.
So
so
the
where the
gay
gay
prostitute is on
prostitutes at?
Santa Monica and
Santa
Hollywood.
Monica Boulevard.
Santa Monica Boulevard.
Yeah,
Hollywood,
West Hollywood.
and then Sunset is the female prostitutes over there. But yeah, Santa Monica Boulevard. Yeah, you go over there, they gonna find your ass over there with one of them ditches over there.
No.
Yeah, boy, go your ass over there. I mean,
No.
you may have a few more. You may have a few more. They want to, sneak and creep. But boy, you gonna ask them. Look, and I'm gonna be real with you, Nada. You know the bad part about it?
What?
The same that's sneaking and creeping with you. If you think they know, it's gonna be the same mother back try to
That tell
kill you.
you. That's crazy.
That's a fact.
Yeah, Sunset definitely used to have them hoes on that motherfucker.
Ain't
Used to have that little. They still got that. It's a little strip club. Used to be right there on Sunset too. A little small one.
It's just that Sunset's so busy with it. You got to know what you're looking for. It's busy. It's tourist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the foot traffic. So we just know. We know it's over there. But that fig shit is black. They finna attack that for sure. They're definitely about to attack that.
Yeah, I didn't even put that shit together about that loitering. You right though. That's why they released that shit.
That's why they did that shit.
Yeah, that's why they did that. I didn't think about that.
You know
Because
what I'm saying?
they show be hanging out now. Hang of them out there.
Bro,
Both sides of the street.
Bro, they did it. The house, they gonna gather intel. You know what I'm saying? Let them go.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Cause I remember when they did it, I was like, huh? They did what? I'm like, damn, they must don't give no more.
That's what I thought. I thought they was getting ready for the Olympics, but I was thinking the wrong way.
Yeah, I said, nah, these here, they both bait and hook.
They damn near made it legal, I thought. I'm like, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, that shit is wild, bro.
Yeah, and that Olympics, that shit just ain't gonna affect. Just like downtown LA, that shit gonna affect They got games in Long Beach. They staying in Westwood at the UCLA campus. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna affect. They having games in Inglewood. I think they got some games in Pasadena this year too.
Bro, they do not want from Ukraine talking about he got mugged over there. On King and Fig.
Exactly.
He was at the park.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, it's about to get over there, boy.
Ukraine, he ain't trying to be like on the news in Ukraine.
They just gonna make it look pretty, and then they gonna sweep it. Everybody that's a threat gonna be in the county jail or in the pen by then.
I'm coming down Crenshaw. I hit right in the 40s. I look, it's brand new condos that went up. I'm like, what the? To the right. So you had it like, you coming down. So I was coming out off of Slauson. Look to the right. It's like 4 buildings, 3 or 4 buildings up, brand new.
Like the high-rise ones or the mid-rise?
Nah, listen.
At least
condo looking. Yeah, they shit that ain't supposed to be. We see this shit in other places. I said, yeah. And I'm gonna tell you where else, G Wayne, because I've been trying to buy something over there, but it got a block on it. Divas may know why. Them 20s, they gonna bring them back. Them big ass houses over there.
Big ass houses, huh?
All that shit is gonna eventually connect. West Adams, you see what they doing with that shit.
Yeah.
They got big ass houses over there in the 20s, bro.
Huge.
Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV.
What's good, YouTube? It's Clubhouse TV back with another one, man. You already know what it is. Y'all heard the content. You heard Wack 100 commenting on the Hoovers, man, and the feds when they start writing that paperwork. And we're talking about that Hoover federal indictment. They got Lady Duck P4K and a full-blown RICO case tied to a trafficking enterprise. So the paperwork hit And this ain't no rumor mill. It's actual federal indictment paperwork with names, dates, operations, everything. They got Lady Duck, P4K, and like I said, the whole operation painted like a picture, and it's all tied together through Instagram. Now, the feds calling it a trafficking enterprise under the RICO Act, which means they ain't just saying somebody made a bad move. They saying it's an organized criminal structure with roles, responsibilities, and receipts. Now, once the feds attach enterprise to your name, you already know they're treating you like a cooperation of crime. Now, we break this RICO thing down for you slow. RICO don't require them to catch you doing the dirt personally. All they gotta prove is that you was part of an organization committing crimes and you helped that operation move forward, even just once. Now that's why these cases are so dangerous. They sweep up everybody. If you talked on the phone, if you moved some bread, if you was in the whip, feds gonna say you was part of the conspiracy. That's why you gotta watch who you do business with, because once the web spread, ain't no escaping it. Now what makes this even heavier is that the Hoover name is attached to it. Now, you already know, feds been targeting anything tied to that name for decades. They look at Hoover like it's the blueprint for organized street activity. So when Lady Duck and P4K pop up in the same paperwork, the feds see it as confirmation that this ain't just a small hustle. They patent it like multi-state, well-structured network. Whether you agree or not, the narrative in that courtroom gonna be ruthless. And here's the part people don't get. The internet might see this like entertainment, but for the people named in that paperwork, it's life on the line. RICO trafficking charges, that's Fed time. When I say Fed time, I mean 85% mandatory with no parole. So all the street fame, all the IG flexing, don't matter once that indictment hit. Trust me, when the feds build a case, they ain't playing checkers, they're playing chess. And believe me, they already 10 moves ahead before you even know you in the game. So my advice, if your name's even in the same paragraph as somebody on Fed paperwork, you better get ghost and lawyer up. Because the streets don't love you, but that paperwork sure will bury you. Let me know what you think about the content, y'all, in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I drop new content. And subscribe to the media team so you get that exclusive Wack 100 content. Any questions, suggestions, need me to advertise for you on my channel with over 44,000 subscribers, just get at me on IG and I'll get right back to you. As always, we certainly appreciate y'all for checking out Clubhouse TV. Off to the next one. Peace.